Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
Friday, and all of today's guests, including Kris Knoblauch, standing by, are brought to you by the Bayside Oceanfront Resort in Parksville. Get ready for winter with an unbeatable stay at the Bayside Oceanfront Resort. This season, they're offering 25% off their best available rate all winter long on weekday stays with a minimum 2-night booking. Call them directly, 250-248-8333, or visit BaysideResortParksville.com to book your event today. The Canucks coming off the California road trip, the successful California road trip, as we talked about earlier, hosting the Oilers Saturday at Rogers Arena. And we are thankful to be joined now by the head coach of the Oilers, Kris Knoblauch. Kris, thanks for doing this, sir. I know you're busy. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I thought Connor McDavid was supposed to be out 2 to 3 weeks. I guess the Canucks will have to face him on Saturday. Have I got that right?
Yes, he'll be in the lineup unless something unforeseen happens. But yeah, we're fortunate to find out that his injury wasn't as bad as initially it looked like, and he played last game against Vegas, and we anticipate him being in the lineup this weekend.
21 minutes against the Golden Knights on Wednesday. Hey, Kris, you've had him in Erie, you've had him in Edmonton. What is Connor McDavid like to coach?
It's pretty special. So many coaches get to go through their career and never have a talent like that, and I've been fortunate to be able to get him twice, once in junior and here in the NHL. And not only is he exceptional talent on the ice, doing unbelievable things, but also someone who drives the culture of the team, the work ethic, the passion, all that stuff. So it's nice to have on your side.
Like an assistant coach. What can you tell him at this point? What can you teach him at this point?
Well, he's kind of got his game under control, but as coaches, you're always trying to make everyone better, no matter if you're on your fourth line or your first line. There's always areas that they can impact the game more, and whether that's individual skills, situational, or if it's within the team play. But it's obviously there's not much. He's got it under control pretty well, and but as a coach, you still have to push in those guys and try and get them better every day.
6-7-1. How would you describe your start to the season, Kris?
Unperforming. Just not as good as we anticipated. Obviously, last year we went through the same thing, slow start. Got better as the season went on, but a lot of things not going our way, and whether it's been 5-on-5 not being what we expected, and the goaltending, but probably the biggest one is just special teams, and they carried us through the playoffs so much last year. They were a big part of the reason why we went to the Stanley Cup final. The penalty kill, the power play were just exceptional, and this year it has not been nearly the level that we saw last year.
Hey, Kris, you got a player there named Vasily Podkolzin we know very well in Vancouver. He was drafted by the Canucks very high and traded to Edmonton over the summer. Tell us how he's played so far, Kris.
Yes, we've been very fortunate. We feel like he's been adding a lot to our team. He's a young player, and sometimes you see those young players just not find their way with one organization, and then hopefully with a new situation they thrive. And right now, he hasn't scored a goal, but he's been, a few assists. He's been a big part of our team. He's been included in the penalty kill, which is something new for him, but we feel he's been doing a good job on that. We've got him elevated playing with Leon Draisaitl right now, but biggest thing is just a big body, which we're kind of missing right now with our team, and a guy that has been really good on the forecheck, breaking up plays. We had back-to-back games. We started the game where he created a turnover and led to a goal right away. But we're very happy to have him. I feel that he gives us a lot that we don't have right now.
Hey, Chris, first meeting with the Canucks since that great 7-game playoff series last year. It was so good. Canucks off to a 7-2-3 start. What kind of problems do they pose for your team?
Well, I didn't think everywhere. I think they're a well-balanced team. With the first line, obviously Miller, and scoring throughout, and the defense, makes it problematic to get to the net. A lot of big guys, and those guys that aren't big are maybe very smart and good puck movers. So I can't say that Vancouver has any weaknesses. They're a well-balanced team, and they've obviously given our team a lot of troubles. We were fortunate to get by them in the playoffs, but we certainly saw that through the regular season last year of how that played out.
Hey, Chris, there is one thing you have in common with the Canucks, and that's the home records. It's not very good here in Vancouver, and you are 2-5-1 at home. What's been the issues at home, Chris?
Yeah, I wish I could figure that one out. Last year we were so dominant at home. It just felt like it was almost a guaranteed win in the regular season just playing at home. And this year it's not been the same. And, I think a lot of it is just, I mentioned it before, what's problematic with our team is the special teams. That anytime it's the NHL, it's so close, and it's usually decided with a 1-goal game. And that one goal is usually the power play marker. And we've not been on the favorable side on that. We've been losing that battle most times, and that has usually been the effect on the game. And it happened the other night against Vegas. It was 4-2 with an empty net goal, but at one point it's 3-2, and they had the upper hand on one power play goal to our 0. So I think that's been a big, big factor, our record, whether it's been at home or away or just overall.
We're talking with Kris Knoblauch, Oilers and Canucks, Saturday, Rogers Arena. Chris, I know you want to focus on your players, your Edmonton players, but Vincent Desharnais now with the Canucks, former Oiler. What do the Canucks have in him, in your opinion?
Just a really solid, one teammate, but a solid player. Just a guy that's, there's been a lot of talk about having big defenders and making it tough to get around to the net. And, not that his puck play is, it's solid. He moves the puck well. It's not that he's going to beat somebody one-on-one or score a highlight goal. That's definitely not part of his game, but he's a good puck mover, getting it into the forward's hands, and a defender, and somebody who's really good on the penalty kills. I know last year he led our team in block shots and, made it hard for other teams to get to the net. So, and just a good quality guy to have in the dressing room, because I know guys really appreciated him last year.
Hey, Chris, before we let you go, all of us here have watched the Amazon Faceoff series, and the Oilers feature prominently in it, and during the Stanley Cup final as well. What was it like having those cameras around at that time? And I don't know if you've seen the final product, but if you did, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, first of all, just the cameras, you end up getting almost used to it. Like, you don't even notice them being around, and don't recognize like you're mic'd up almost pretty much the whole time when you're at the rink. And I remember doing this once when I was in Erie. They were following Connor McDavid around for a little bit, just a few days, not like anything like this Amazon production was. And I remember just being just so distracted with the cameras being around them, being microphoned all the time. But through the playoffs, it was just part of the culture, and guys just realize it's there. And whether it's a production like that or just your own team production crew doing something, there's usually a camera around. So it's just been part of the game now that whether it's coaches or players are just getting familiar with.
Well, I thought it was really, really, really effective. Hey, Chris, again, you're a busy man, and we can't thank you enough for doing this. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, just hopefully you guys take it easy on us and are very courteous. So anyways, looking forward to the game tomorrow night.
Thanks so much, Chris. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.